All right, folks,
We're in
here
the
we
game.
Go.
Let's do
game
it.
number 2, Team Spirit versus Virtus.Pro. We are indeed in the game. Remember, you can win that jersey and that Juggernaut Arcana. We actually didn't see the Juggernaut Arcana last game. Wasn't that the DC set, Suns fan?
Juggernaut? What?
Juggernaut, last game.
Oh, I actually was not paying attention.
I could tell. I could tell.
Oh, no.
Was it?
I think
we
it
have
was.
no idea.
I think it was the one from Captain's Draft 2 with that weird
You might be
jug
right.
set.
Trent, do you know?
I mean, it's the best jug set, is what you're saying.
I don't know anything about cosmetics.
I saw the healing word was the cat, so I know that wasn't ours. Obviously, we didn't make the cat. We had the little Buddha. We're respectful.
There's one thing I care about, and it's the Ogre Frost Mage Arcana that's coming out soon, guys.
Oh yeah.
He
That sounds
needs
good.
he needs his own
Ogre
set.
Frost Mage.
Yeah, man, the little blue guy, the little neutral.
That
creep.
would be cool if
He's
you could
awesome.
come out with cosmetics.
He's got this weird animation. He's like, whoa.
You know what they should do at TI this year? They should have one of those little Ice Ogre plushies. That's a plushie I would actually buy.
Oh, I would buy the
Like,
shit out of that.
They
plushie.
had that like sniper
Dude,
plushie.
that would scare the shit out of children. You understand the nightmares
no,
that would
Frost
come about
ogre?
for them?
No. You can make it in a children-like way, I think, or a child way.
You can make it in a childlike
It looks
way.
like a demon, all right?
It sounded
There's
really
no
bad,
way.
didn't it? All right, thanks for calling me out on that.
My God, sorry, Mod. I couldn't help it.
Montism
But,
strikes
dude, I
again.
still like that stupid alchemist hat, that sniper. Who the fuck wants to buy a sniper plushie? Who's like a proud sniper picker? I pick sniper because I want to win games.
Somebody
not
that's doing it
because I'm
ironically.
proud.
I feel like they're doing it ironically.
You know, I don't want to see that stupid dwarf in my bedroom every time I wake up. But
I would
that
just
Ice
get
Ogre.
angry.
I know.
I would just get angry, man. What is this doing here?
Why are you here? You know, I lost a nearly 2-hour Techies game yesterday, and
Let's talk
Oh,
about
jeez.
that. What a
No,
Were
game
you the
that was.
techies?
I was Techies, and there was a sniper on my
Who
team.
gives a shit then?
Yeah,
No,
like,
but
I was
listen,
a pity
listen,
for you.
it was 4v5. 4v5. So we're holding the high
yeah,
ground.
you're the techies. That's 4v5.
I was playing 2
You're
heroes.
the useless teammate.
I did 105,000 damage.
Did
Dude,
a lot of damage.
I
In a
was
loss. Wow,
trying to carry
congratulations.
my team
I was watching him.
so hard.
He
I was
really
playing
was.
2 heroes at once. I was split pushing with sniper, split pushing
You
with
did
techies.
well. I think you did well. There was one time where you TP'd back where you should, I think, stayed with your
I
team, but
know.
it wouldn't have mattered. You probably
Yeah,
lost
I
the fight
remember
anyway.
losing Mott. Fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was right
Well,
next to
thank
him.
God there's a Monkey King.
Monkey King.
Yeah.
And
woo!
we have something to be happy about.
Exactly.
And the Magnus.
Magnus.
Oh my. That's good.
So what's with the Doom second ban? That's one I.
Give me a coddle right here. Coddle me. Doom second ban? I don't know.
is
Team
Doom,
Spirit,
like,
they like Doom.
popular?
Yeah, they
They like
he's
the
a
Spirit
CIS hero.
I think he's
Okay.
CIS
They like that
hero, yeah.
F and G Doom.
No, I'd like
right?
to see the counter bounty here. Okay, never mind.
Oh, no. All right, well,
Rubik.
Monkey King, this is a hero that even if you get like only Brown Boots Basher, Wukong's command is still, I mean, they did nerf it, I guess, a little bit more, didn't they? But
I mean, it's still a really good hero, no doubt. Rubik, not one of the. Like, Monkey King's pretty good against Rubik. It's part of, like, if you steal his ult, part of what makes it good are the items that he has, like the Basher and the Echo Saber and that shit.
Right.
So that's one of those steals that you're not really hoping for,
Wait,
ideally, if you're a
when
Rubik.
you
Rubik Wukong's
when you
command.
steal it, do
Classic.
you get a bunch of Rubik's attached?
Yes.
You do,
Yeah.
You do.
And it's hilarious because it doesn't
Really?
do anything.
I think one of the issues right here is like picking this Rubik. Good hero, of course. I mean, can't really hate on the Rubik too much, but we often talk about like Keeper of the Light. It's one of the best heroes against Monkey King in terms of supports because you can blast people out, or you can blast the Monkey King out of his ulti, as well as just of course general blind because Monkey King, all of his damage is physical. If you buy a Ghost Scepter, you are 100% immune to Monkey King.
Huh,
So
you're right.
any support that can like fire him up as well is very handy. And now that they have this Rubik though, like maybe you could still coddle, or maybe you could venge perhaps, and you can like swap him out of the ulti. But at the same time, he's also support, so you don't want to focus too much. That's kind of why I like coddle, just because like the blind helps push out the Monkey King, but it also disrupts everyone else who's generally like jumping into that
So-
big and fray.
Trent, if you have a Ghost Scepter and if it's turned on and he hits you with Boundless Strike, do you still get
just
stunned
stuns
and
you.
just take no damage?
Yeah, you
okay.
still get
Yeah.
stunned,
Yeah, all right. That
Um,
makes sense.
I have a thought process, by the way. So they have a Monkey King and a Slaughter as well. So those are both 4-position supports, unless they decide to play the Slaughter in the off lane. Does that seem likely to you, Trent?
Yeah, I would guess that they just really value the slider, and he'll just be 3.
Yeah.
But
That
they
makes
also
sense.
banned an axe on VP, so they're also worried about them potentially just doing the same thing they just did and making a position 1 slider. It would
Yeah,
seem.
and it's scary. Oh, they got the Lena.
Well,
Oh,
all right.
Lord.
this is good. Team Spirit, they'll
Spirit's
have the
stealing
instant
stuff.
respawn time.
Yeah.
They're just playing VP's lineup.
Yep.
What was the Monkey King replacement?
Let's take a look here. I took some notes on that last
It
game.
would have been the Spirit Breaker and the
Dark
Disruptor
Seer?
with the supports. right?
Yes. Disruptor would be good.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, Disruptor's always good against a Warlock Magnus. It is scary playing against Warlock Magnus, though. There's always that option for you to get whomped with a team fight. Guys, think about this. Night Stalker with Empower.
It's pretty good, man.
Hot shit.
What?
Okay.
I was
pretty
thinking
good.
Night Stalker Ags owns Monkey King.
I mean,
but
It does.
I mean,
it
just
truly does.
It's just an extra person to have that Empower. It's not like you're picking the Night Stalker as the combination with the Magnus. They're still going to pick something else, I would imagine. Like send Night Stalker offlane and then Magnus.
yeah, but imagine, Mott.
What am I imagining here, Suns fan?
Nothing. Just
Okay.
whatever Zaire said.
Okay.
Empower on Night Stalker. Imagine
yes,
the damage.
that.
That's the
My
one.
Hey,
That's what I'm
God,
saying.
it's
But-
unbelievable.
No, but Night Stalker farms slower than shit. That's his problem.
Yeah?
So you give him some cleave, he's farming faster than shit.
Agreed.
So you're saying this is okay, Night Stalker offlane, right?
Yes.
That's what
Yeah,
he's
I
gonna
believe
think
so. I would be
and then
surprised if it's a
Magnus
one.
mid, but I
Alright.
think VP's last pick is very difficult here. Like,
Yeah.
do you go PA or something if you're trying to
there's no
avoid all
drug,
this like
there's no
physical damage and
control.
stuff?
Ember Spirit.
Faceless Void. Let's go.
They playing Ember's not bad actually. They don't have that
Ooh, yeah.
much control.
You know, Faceless Void's kind of interesting, Mont.
Yeah, I just feel like that hero has just never. It's just not picked anymore. But I don't think
For
it's
who?
it's-
VP?
Yeah, for their last pick. I think
If
like
you have
the Chronos
Ogre
is too
and
long.
Magnus, I'm okay with Faceless Void.
So
But
only
I
if
think
you have the Ogre?
only have Empower.
Okay.
Yeah, because look, they don't really have anybody that can hit into Chrono. Like he's just hitting by himself.
That's
Well,
I
true.
mean, he has
That's a good
Empower,
point.
but it's
Yeah.
not a whole lot of damage still.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I just threw it out there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he
You
Don't
just
judge
really
me.
want to see Void. I understand. I want to see him too.
Oh, disgusting.
Team Respawn.
Lena
That's,
and Lone Druid.
That's actually gross. That's
So
actually gross.
Spirit is going to do the throw bodies at them strategy and just overpower them in raw uptime.
They have two really low respawns. They have Monkey King, who is like his Wukong's ultimate is just like a million monkeys. So yeah, they're literally.
I hope
throwing an army.
they pick Witch Doctor last just for another respawn time talent, and they literally never spend time in the grave.
Yeah. it's
Hey,
pretty
when's the
bad.
last time we've seen a lone druid use the bear as the main thing?
Oh,
A couple
a
times. We
couple-
hadn't actually. There was one really funny game in Southeast Asia where they did it, and they were against Wraith King, and then they paused the game and said, "Wait, it crits on the bear."
Oh yeah,
They
I remember
didn't
that
realize the
game.
neutral.
Who was
Double
that?
crit? Yeah.
Yeah, so he was getting that insane crit. I think it was
Whoever was,
Miracle.
they were
who built
so
it.
triggered.
Yeah, they were not happy.
With like, wait a second, this shouldn't work. They were visibly upset.
I've heard of that. Heard about that mechanic before, and if you've ever played Lone Druid against that, you're like, well, I wish I didn't have a bear right now.
You're just
Yeah.
like, why did I do this
Like
to myself?
it was right after he built his Radiance. It got stunned, and Wraith King just like two
Two-shot it.
him.
Yeah, he two-shot it, man. It was just dead.
Yeah, it's dumb. And there's nothing you can itemize against it. I guess you can Ghost Scepter your bear, but nobody wants to
No,
do that.
that's not great.
Do you think
That's
you
not great.
position 5? Actually, Silencer's kind of garbage. The Disruptor would have been really good.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think
Witch
they're-
Doctor.
I think I was a little
Yeah.
bit joking,
Yeah.
but Witch Doctor could work. It's not the most fun to play against a Night Stalker. He can kind of gun for you.
That's true. I mean,
Dazzle's kind of okay, but he doesn't do much against RP. Like you have to like pick one guy, I guess.
oh,
Another silencer.
Whoa!
Trent, you are so good.
Well, I don't think.
Trent is cheating.
My word.
There's
This is
problems,
pretty
though.
greedy, though. This
Yeah,
is super
that's
greedy.
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, we
there
called
it.
it.
Is, boys.
Yeah.
We're getting it.
Trent
All right.
is just on fire right now. Let me tell you.
Dude, I wish there was a prop bet for will Trent call the 5th hero? Because
mean, that's
so
gonna
far
happen,
we could
like-
have had a few millionaires out
Listen,
there, I
as,
think.
as somebody
4
that's cast
4.
pretty often with Trent, that happens 9 times out of 10. I feel like.
Okay.
And yes, I'm giving you props. Deal
try.
with
All
it.
right.
Thanks,
yes.
thanks,
Trent is a
guys.
god.
You
Let's
can
stop
I will
stroking
take
him before he gets a
wholeheartedly.
big ego, boys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can
He's
I
already
suck
got it.
some Trent D2? I love
would
that
be good.
guy.
You're
What
too
a
late,
good
Shaden.
young man.
I love maple syrup. So what are we thinking here, boys? Are we going 1-1, or is this going to go 2-0 for our opener? Can VP take this second game?
Team Spirits draft. I really like.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I think they got this one for
This
sure.
is the game, guys. This is the
100%.
one game.
It's too late to put your odds on it, but you should have.
This is the one game, and if you guys didn't put it on Spirit here, you screwed up.
Monkey King Silencer, kind of cool. Again, a lot of heroes that can snowball and take over the game. But as you guys also pointed out, very greedy. I think Virtus.Pro, maybe higher skill cap ceiling in terms of Warlock, old RPs, and making it all work. You know, like Night Stalker, one of those heroes all about the rotations.
Right.
So some win conditions for VP, but I think it will definitely be more difficult for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's still a really good draft, I think, with the RP Magnus. But
Okay. Well, folks, as we load into game number 2, we'll see what happens. We've once again got Annie and Brax as your casters.
All right, thank you very much, panel. We have a very hype game, and like they mentioned, it looks like Team Spirit's draft looking pretty strong. They may have learned from their mistakes game 1, and we'll see if they can take this, make this potentially a full 5-game series. I'm Android, being joined once again by the lovely Brax. What's up, man?
Hello.
Hey.
Interesting draft again. We've got the Night Stalker offline. I guess that's pretty normal for VP, right? I've seen this before from them. I'm worried about Lone Druid. As you guys said, the crit works on the bear, and I'm pretty sure people only pick Lone Druid nowadays for the sole purpose of playing like the melee style, you know, Radiance, Lone Druid, bear kind of thing.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty easy to get a lot of gold out of that bear unless he's super on top of it. So we'll see how BZZ can manage that. Again, last game as his Juggernaut, he got a lot of space in the offlane. This game might be a little tougher. There's a Night Stalker that potentially can get empowered at every opportunity. So he's going to be farming very quickly.
Yup, nice aggressive wards coming out from Team Spirit, scouting the jungle and the mid lane. Very nice for Monkey King to roam between these two lanes.
Yeah, how do you feel about the Monkey King picks coming out? Because right when it was added to Captain's Mode, it was like first ban material, and it hasn't really been getting a whole lot of love in the last couple of weeks.
It's been getting a lot of love at DAC from the Chinese teams. Been first picked or banned pretty much when Chinese teams play. I don't know how well those teams that are playing Monkey King a lot, you know, match up to some of the best. But I'm a big fan of this hero. I think he looks cool. He can turn into a chicken. Sometimes you see some random garbage where he turns into a tree, walks up the cliff, kills the courier, and then kind of just laughs and dies. I love this hero.
You don't sound salty at all.
No, I think it's hilarious.
My favorite is when Rubik steals his ult. He has little tiny Rubiks in the Wukong's command, and they look adorable but do nothing. So
It looks really cool and it lags the game, but yeah, they don't do anything.
you'll get a couple of right-click nips. Now here we go, Pasha just having some fun here, having to go against Van Score, who should be able to keep him back. Already has the point in glaives, so.
Oh, big play mid, lift into Skiro under the tower.
Oh, they got him under the tower here. DK Phobos in some trouble. Light Strike Array holds him back temporarily, but no one still finished the job, doesn't get out. And now Iceberg getting whooped there by Lil's right clicks.
Lil actually started with the Null Talisman and Tangos on his Rubik.
It's a little greedier than what we usually see from support Rubiks, but I like it.
He wants to hit hard, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, it almost did the job. They almost took down Lena. FNG here, just soaking experience, hasn't really wanted to hop down from his perch. I like this. Ramses using his Quelling Blade to cut trees at every opportunity, trying to keep FNG as far away as possible.
They're just trying to eat all the trees, I guess.
Calm down, sir. Monkey King, I mean, how does he itemize best here in the offlane?
He's definitely just taking up some space right now. Just so Solo's in some trouble. They're getting clicked down. In comes Slaughter.
Yep, he's definitely in some trouble there, but Monkey King gonna be eating the Wraithfire Blast. Solo makes his way back through the trees. Phobos going, needs one more right click. The crush is ready, and he goes for it, and he is able to find the right click. FNG coming back in, potentially trying to zone Ramses. Ramses does have enough mana for the second Wraithfire Blast, and we'll see if he's gonna commit it, or if he's just gonna go back into farm. He's going back in there, but FNG still able to jump back forward. DK Phobos takes a beating, and this shrine is gonna probably have to be used, as both these heroes could benefit from some health and mana.
Yep, it's like you can't really gank mid against the Magnus because he'll get skewered into tower if he tries to jump him. So he's just finding a place to get experience so we can actually scale into the game instead of sit around and be level 1 forever.
Up in this top lane, Pasha goes in, just getting a little aggressive onto the Lone Druid, keeping his farm up. Overall farm looking alright for the Night Stalker. Lone Druid obviously still getting more out of the lane as he has Silencer to help him out.
Oh, mid lane, no one with the big solo kill.
Oh man. He just skewers him back and makes a meal out of him. Okay. Lena, I mean, she's so great at just keeping her distance, but if you've got someone like a Magnus that can go in and can force you out of position and gap close extremely well, she's super squishy, especially without any items.
Yeah, she manned up on him big time, and he had the Fairy Fire.
Down bottom, Ramses.
Not aware.
He's going to be going down, got the Jingu Mastery. Look at the damage being done there, but they can't quite keep on top of him. Monkey King, no shoes. There, he finally picks him up.
Selena is in quite an awkward position now. Usually this hero is like a really big lane dominator. And her farm is not the greatest right now,
Ooh,
but she's
bottom
a hero,
lane.
farms fast.
Slardar with the DD rune comes in. They've got Solo surrounded, but there is going to be a Wraithfire Blast to hold him back, trying to make their way under the tier 1 tower. FNG dipping low. Really would like to get those Jingu Mastery stacks up, but he's going to have to back off there. It was a very aggressive gank from the Dire, and they potentially could pay for this. Solo going to get jumped down from the trees, and well, Monkey King, still no boundless strikes. They're just lacking a little bit of gap close there. One more hit would have been enough, but Wraithfire Blast holds him in place, and now it looks like they're going to turn this right around. Ramses picking up the kill on an overconfident Monkey King.
Man, he was so close to getting his Jingu Mastery stacks off in the very beginning.
Yeah.
But he takes 3 auto attacks. Slightly too long.
Just a little bit. You know, next patch, hopefully they'll make it, so just, you know, one hit is Jingu Mastery stacks up. That's Sims balance.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yep. Well, there he goes. That's what happens when you actually get the Jingu Mastery stacks up. Unfortunately, Boundless Strike won't clip onto the Wraith King, so they can't try to make it a twofer, but FNG definitely keeping himself up there.
Yep, very nice plays on the Monkey King.
Mid lane.
VP actually have given... Uh-oh. Iceberg's in some trouble here.
Yeah, going around. This Lina is just so fragile. If she doesn't have that dedicated support mid, you can see how much she can struggle here. A couple more nips. You need one more. Pasha, get on top of them. They've got that Void, and it will be enough. So Nightstalker leaving top lane to secure some blood. That does leave Lone Druid free farming on his own, so that is something that eventually VP will have to deal with.
Yep, looks like he's going for the range build. Almost has his phase boots. VP have started jungling the mag at like level 4, and they gave Lil the mid lane to solo up against Selena pretty much. Nice way to maximize your economy.
Yep, good experience going through the Rubik, and Ramses, he's getting some space down bottom, but he's potentially going to get jumped again. There's no reason the Slardar Monkey King can't just stay aggressive. They know that he's got no level 6 now, and it's the perfect time to jump him. Wraithfire Blast onto the Slardar, but that's just giving Monkey King more time for the stacks to build up. There's the Boundless Strike to hold him in place, and one more to finish the job. FNG really starting to show the power mid lane. We've got Iceberg running away from all of the heroes, but there's the wraparound that they needed from the Nightstalker, and well, Magnus trying to move forward, gives him the Empower, and there we go. The Shockwave just barely clips him in the back of the legs, and that's enough to take him down. So Lina still in the well for 10 seconds, and Vanscore under tower, jiving and juking away from Pasha, but Pasha will still rake in a double for himself. He'll pay with his life, but will he even? Did he just actually get out of here?
He's out of there.
Oh my, okay.
Yep, no mana for the Boundless Strike from Monkey King.
And that wasn't even Nightstalker Darkness, that was just using the trees to his advantage.
Oh, he's having a fantastic first night.
This is looking pretty alright in terms of kills. VP definitely leading the charge. Net worth, I mean, it's still pretty close at this point. We are only 6.5 minutes into the game, but right now Ramses on the Wraith King feels unsafe farming against just a Monkey King solo. That's not a great place to be.
Yeah, this guy's very scary. He actually has a lot of levels this game. Level 6 already as the roaming support at 7 minutes in the game. Yeah,
out-leveling the position 1 by a decent amount. And he's ready to go. Hasn't picked up the Wukong's command at 6. Definitely waiting till he needs that to, you know, group with his team and push. Up top, our Lone Druid. He's farming pretty well. He's going to be second on the net worth chart, or on the last hit chart, rather. Net worth chart as well. And, well, there he goes. Just picking up a full ring of Aquila. How do you feel that the slippers change affected pickup rates on Aquila?
I think it's really annoying for a lot of safe laners. Like, it really sucks to use the chicken to bring out like slippers randomly in the mid game, you know?
Yeah. Oh, bottom. Sorry, got to interrupt you here. As it looks like our Monkey King may end up going down. It takes a Shadow Word to keep the damage tick on. I'm gonna hold back the Wraith King with the Boundless Strike. Now he's got the Wraithfire Blast, but has to keep vision up. And Monkey King just jukes this away, and there is going to be a crush to turn things around. FNG looking to build up those stacks. Meanwhile, Pasha scores a kill over near the mid lane. Monkey King gives his own life, but does end up taking down the Warlock. This is not great. Iceberg is not doing so good. Top lane, Lone Druid finally gets a chance to go and apply some pressure to this tower. There will be 2 heroes roaming up to deal with this, but he's just going to be zoned back. Lina comes right back in to this dangerous mid lane. Already 0-4 on her.
Yeah, this is not where you want to be with Lina. Unfortunately, does not have the respawn talent yet. He's got to spend some time in the grave for now.
Yeah, only level 6 there on the Lina. as opposed to Magnus is almost level 9.
I'm quite worried for Team Spirit here. Their heroes are not good at defending Lina in the mid lane. He's got to play extremely cautious. And Silencer, also at level 4. He actually has 0 items right now. I don't mean like branches, I mean like nothing. He's naked.
He literally is just empty. Oh my.
Yeah, he needs some space to get his level 6, get boots up, or he's just gonna chain feed in all these fights.
Alright, well at least DK Phobos is able to afford a smoke for the both of them, so they're going to be crawling around, but unfortunately they're not going to bump into any Radiant heroes unless they want to go onto Night Stalker, who now with the darkness can pretty much just turn this back around on you. So we'll see what's going to be going down there. Fighting under the Radiant Shrine is a risky play, but I guess you got to go for these bold moves if you're looking to get back in it.
They can't even kill this guy unless he walks right into him.
I mean, Slardar just ages away from a Blink Dagger. There's no way to initiate. Down bottom, this might be the initiation they're looking for.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Monkey King just hanging out, enjoying the view, watching Ramsey's farm. Oh, here we go.
Warlock is in, might be in some trouble up top.
Yeah, he goes just immediately shadow words himself as he knows he's in trouble. Regrets that TP decision. There will be some follow-up. They're going to bring in the Wraith King. May be able to turn things around on the bear, but no, just keeping the Warlock safe. Meanwhile, down bottom, as his Monkey King gets the Boundless Strike. Oh, he wants the Rubik, but up here in the river, they're looking for the Silencer as well. There is a crush from the Slardar that latches onto our Night Stalker and allows Ramses to go and score that kill. Down bottom, under the tower, there is still FNG fighting for his life, but the TP down from the Magnus is enough to save the Rubik. So in the end, it's going to be a 2-for-0 across all sides of the map.
Yeah, action-packed early game, just like last game. Pasha does have eyes on BZZ up top. Cancels the TP, very annoying. He's in trouble now, actually.
Yeah, he's running for his life here. He's scooting, but oh, nice Savage Roar will buy a little bit of time. Pasha is still speedy. Looks like there is going to be a TP in from the Monkey King. Nice root onto Pasha, but looks like with the Shadow Word given out, that's the call to B and just try to run away and escape any sort of loss. Slardar looking to move forward. Another root. This is perfect. Brief upheaval, and they will allow for Iceberg to finish him off with a nice Laguna Blade to the face. There we go. Onto the Radiant Shrine. The fight's going to continue. Solo activates the Shrine, but it's not even going to be enough. The damage from the Dire is so vicious here. Now Ramsey's on the run, starting to build up those Jingu Mastery stacks, but instead Dire opt to back off and just play this one safe, not throw any lead that they just accumulated.
Yep, nice kills from Spirit. They're finally giving some space to Silencer. He's getting some love in the bottom lane. Level 6 now. Just what they needed.
Look at that. He's got 2 items.
You know, it's a work in progress. Everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah, he's got the Windlace, so at least he's scooting along at 315. He's got shoes queued up. This guy's going to be rich pretty soon.
Yeah, speaking of rich, Magnus, top of the network pretty much, just got his Blink Dagger. RP's up in 20 seconds.
Yep, no surprise. Looks like he's going in for the Echo Saber next, so. Alright, things are really starting to get moving here. Look at the overall net worth, very slightly in favor of VP, but nothing too sizable. Wraith King continuing to get his farm together. He's already got his Midas, he's picked up his Treads, and he as well looking for the Echo. Monkey King is a waddling invisible Aegis in the mid lane. And, well, there he shows himself as no one goes in. Does find a skewer, isolates down DK Phobos. Should be an easy kill there. Rubik finishes that one off with the right clicks, and Monkey King hops to freedom as they are able to isolate this Wraith King with the Light Strike Array. He's got his ult, so he will be popping back up, and that's going to allow for some time to turn this around. FNG in some trouble, gets slice and dice down, and they're looking to keep moving forward. Stun back up, and they do have the Warlock Golems coming in. There they go. They isolate down. No one with a mega kill streak. They're looking for Iceberg as well. The Golem just burning him down. They've got the negative urn, and Lina does fall as well. Everyone getting isolated in. Slardar TPing into the trees, but really can't fight this. Amp damages the Golem as this tier 1 tower is dead.
Man, it's just so hard for Team Spirit to fight into this, you know. It looked good. They got the root off on Wraith King. They got his first life down, but of course Reincarnation brings him right back. FNG still doesn't have his ultimate. It doesn't do the most without Basher, but it still is nice because it kind of like, it helps him, lets him do things without having to get in there, you know? Once he jumps in and tries to attack to get his Jingu Mastery stacks up, he's just gonna get stunned and turned on every time pretty much.
Yeah, it's a nice zone. Like, even if it's not enough to actually kill, it's something that VP aren't going to intentionally want to walk into and fight.
Right, it's a nice big team fight spell that might help them a bit more in these team fights.
So over here, we got our little faction splitting up. Team Spirit rotating as 3 down the mid lane, 2 down the bottom lane, so good buddy system usage there. Magnus, he's real farm, though. He's going to be top of our net worth chart, getting very close to that Echo Saber, and I mean, he already hurts. He's already found some really nice solo pickoffs just with walking forward and skewering back.
Yep, he's definitely having a fantastic game on his Magnus.
Jump onto Solo, who's
top.
walking around the Roche pit. Light Strike Array off the mark, but he's just going to eat the Laguna, the Dragon Slave, to finish the job as well. So, just going
Nice
in.
pickoff from Team Spirit. Sola also happened to have 4 wards on him. So Team Spirit will know that there's no vision on the map at all for VP.
Nice. Oh, up
RP
top, we
down
got an
bottom.
RP just straight up committed. The lone Druid isolated down as Radiant, well, they realize where the rest of the Dire are. That was, you know, good RP usage. It'll be up in a minute or so, so at least scoring a kill on the lone Druid, who really hasn't had a lot of space to farm.
Yep, those are the best kind of RPs. Like, just to kill the carry like that. That's when the carry is like, oh guys, RP's down, but they can't do anything still.
Alright, I don't think this Warlock lives here. He Shadow Words in a very optimistic turn of events, but immediately killed off by FNG.
Yeah, just trying to ward.
He has not been able to ward. He's just been chain killed trying to get some vision up, which, you know, only gets harder as Radiant, they've got so much less to work with. They can barely see any of these Dire heroes around the map. Now Ramsey's gonna be in some trouble as well. I like this ward put down by Monkey King as he hops away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire, they're grouping up. They know that Monkey King's gotta be somewhere around here, but flying vision, hard to come by.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Courier.
So, this game is very strange.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
VP have incredible team fight with the Warlock and the Magnus, right? And these spells have a long cooldown. 165 seconds on Chaotic Offering, 120 on the RP. And typically, what teams will try to do is they'll try to pick heroes that take advantage of like the large downtime between spells. But they don't have Blink Dagger on starter yet. Oh, they do catch Pasha here.
Yeah, he could be in some trouble, gonna get wrapped around on by 3, pops into the darkness, so trying to limit some vision, but they still do have the Corrosive Haze rockin'. Lena's Light Strike Array not gonna be working out, but the Laguna Blade into Dragon Slave will be the damage that they need. The bear standing on his dead body, so Lone Druid participated.
Dire's top
Yep, nice kill. However, they're going to lose the top tier 1 tower for that. It took 5 heroes to kill that Night Stalker there.
structures are
They got the Fortify, and they're gonna be rotating in at least 2 heroes, but it's not going to be enough to save the tower. Is it going to be enough to score some return kills, though? Monkey King very eager to hop
I
in and
think
out.
this could be a large mistake if they take this fight.
Oh, well, there's going to be some mad pings. They catch Monkey King out, skewer him forward. They want nothing to do with him. And now Wraith King just moving into some unfriendly territory, immediately showing off that Echo Saber, and 3 hits to dead. Monkey King is out of here for the next 30 seconds, and all the rest of the Dire fleeing for the hills. Looking
And
at the...
Phobos was so close to his Blink Dagger. He was like 50 gold off in that team fight there.
Oh. He'll get there.
But he does have it now. I just don't see how Team Spirit can take fights right now.
Ooh.
Like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Iceberg was just caught out farming, but Solo's just gonna go force him back and take his creeps.
under attack.
Oh no. Solo's been picked on all game, now he's stealing his little golems.
Lena, I mean, she's just got
Dire's
almost
top
nothing
tower
in terms of
is
cores. She's sitting right above the Rubik in net worth.
Radiant's
She is,
bottom tower is
she
under
could really use some money.
Radiant's
VP
structures
instant smoke
are
outside their base, they're just gonna fish for a kill with the RP skewer here pretty much. Like, they can't touch Ramsey's hitting this
Oh,
tower with reincarnation.
all right, immediate RP. They pick off the Monkey King and bring him back, and he is just done. That was the stolen Boundless Strike from the Rubik.
fallen.
And looks like Ramsey shows no sign of slowing down. He's still got himself the reincarnation, pretty full mana as well, so he can get away with a Wraith Fire Blast before using it. And this tier 3 tower getting very, very low. Down bottom, Lone Druid trying to rat, but it's at a big cost here.
Is under attack.
They've got plenty of heals to keep Ramses full health here. Warlock and an Urn.
Oh, DK goes in, wants to find the crush, and well, they do light strike array down the Magnus, and it looks like this is going to be a Magnus who's able to go and skewer his way to freedom. Ramses now left to solo the bear. The reincarnate does pop. FNG hops down in, but immediately gets silenced and focused down. He still doesn't have his ult, so I don't really know why he was jumping into the middle of that fight. No one continues to pressure. There is going to be a follow-up from DK Phobos. They do kill off the Magnus. This is huge. Warlock to fall as well. And now Ramses just has to TP out. He's already on his second life. They're not able to find the Light Strike array in time. Lil, oh, he's so patient. They're eating away at these trees, and it looks like he's able to juke his way to freedom.
All right, nice return kills from Team Spirit. These kills are very valuable for them. They get lots of gold right now. Magnus was extremely farmed. But, I don't know. It just feels like once their ultimates are back up, they're going to go again, and it's pretty difficult to stop. They do have global for the next fight at least.
Yep. I mean, how does Monkey King have a bigger effect here? Because FNG, obviously, in the laning phase, did a phenomenal job keeping the Wraith King zoned back, but it feels like since then, he's just been really falling off and still doesn't have his Wukong's command at level 9.
Yeah, he dies in every fight, right? He just goes in, gets stunned, gets clicked by Wraith King twice, and he's just dead. I think he needs to this hero is really easy to feed on, right? He does a lot of damage. He wants to like stack up his charges and everything. But when it comes to these kind of team fights, he's literally just Boundless Strike and his ultimate. He doesn't really get the chance to auto there. Oh, Lil finds Vanscore in the trees here.
Just waiting for reinforcement, wait until the bear shuffles on past. And looks like he's pretty dead here as Wraith King moves forward. The global popped out before he goes down, trying to make the rest of this fight a little less impactful. There we go. There's going to be the Monkey King ult, and it looks like it will be able to find a kill on Pasha. So all of a sudden, Dire having a pretty big impact here. Lil goes with the stolen Laguna Blade onto FNG, but not nearly enough to find the kill, and he loses his own life. So it is going to be a 1-for-3 exchange. Spirit turned that around the best way they could.
Yeah, nice fight from Spirit. Great global before he died.
Lina now, she's got her Bloodstone. She's got 14 charges after that last fight, so instant respawn gonna make things a little bit more interesting. And oh, there we go. Ramses showing off his blade mail as he wants to fight this out. There is going to be the upheaval from the Warlock and root from the Bear. Wraith King having some trouble dealing with this, but Pasha should be able to do so. But oh man, they get the stun off on him, and Night Stalker goes down. Lil goes in for the lift, and there is going to be the follow-up from the Magnus. No one doesn't have the RP. There he goes. Oh, everyone going to get stunned up there. Iceberg with a nice Light Strike array onto 2. Buying himself some time to TP out. Is there going to be anything to stop him? No, they can't get the Wraithfire Blast in time. So another 1-for-2.
Yep, they did use RP there for VP, but they still have the Chaotic Offering, Warlock's ultimate. Huh.
You alright, Brax?
Yeah, these fights are just so weird. Like, you never know what's gonna happen exactly. One fight, like, Team Spirit are positioned really well. Like, Vanscore gets caught in the trees there by the Invis Rubik, and they manage to turn with Global Silence because they're, like, coming in from different directions. This fight that just like happens, you know, head on. You get a nice RP on too, and I don't know. These fights are just so weird.
Ooh, yeah, this is about to get real heated as Monkey King has scouted out all the movement here. Solo just immediately destroyed, but it will allow for Ramses to get back to safer ground.
Nice pick off there. Team Spirit just need to keep killing these heroes like Warlock, Magnus. Really stop them from being able to group up and just push. Because VP are definitely in a position where they can just group up and push and run at the base.
Yeah, I mean, VP, they're not going to be going anywhere late game as well. The Wraith King still tons of room to scale up. Night Stalker can still become a pretty big boy as well. So it's not like this is going to be 30 minutes and then we have our winner. There's potential for this to scale pretty late. However, these top racks are under attack and the tier 3's already been taken.
Yep, range rag's got about half HP. Ramses is, look at him, he's so far up, he does not care.
He's got 2 lives and blade mail. Who's gonna touch him?
He's so close to his radiance too.
Okay, we got golems dropped here in the woods. We want to get the kill on that Lina. Just keep her locked down. And looks like the Stolen Dragon Slave doing a lot of work. She's gonna kill herself with the Bloodstone. She's back instantly.
Guess who's back?
Yeah, she's coming right back in here to the shrine. So,
Solo saying, "Dear God, Ice Frog, please nerf."
I don't know what Brotic means, but here we go. There's going to be a kill over here. Silencer crawling his way through the trees, trying to munch his way to freedom, but oh no, he's going down. The rest of the Dire, they're separated here. You can see there's 2 over in the woods, 1 in the Radiant woods, and 1 in the base. They just can't group up on this Radiant squad, so there they go. They're going to take another tier 2. At least attempt to. Solo pretty far away from his teammates, but just popping down his sentry for safekeeping, and it's potentially going to be some shrines taken out, and Roshan, he's still up and ready for the snatching.
Yep, Ramsey's 200 gold from his Radiance. He really, really wants this. Pinging at those jungle creeps. The wards on Team Spirit are very, very nice this game. They've got deep vision, pretty much eyes on them at all times for now.
Oh, they want to jump this Monkey King, thinking about it. He's keeping on top of the Wraith King. This would be a nice chance to jump. They've got to kill him twice, and with help from the low ground, it's difficult. They're going to Primal Roar him back. The Courier flying in brings him his Radiance right now, so he's got a little mischance to his name. And there we go. Wukong's command coming forward. Wraith King going to be busting the ult. 2 heroes already down. Warlock going to be down for the next 30 seconds, and there we go. Magnus just goes to town on these heroes, but they're both clipped by the Light Strike Array. The Root comes in. They're able to get the kill. There's a taunt from the Magnus as he's trying to run, but he's killed off. It's a full 5-man wipe for nothing. Virtus.Pro overstayed their welcome, and they will certainly face the punishment for that.
All right, cool. Team Spirit win a team fight. I don't know how, it just happens. Global, nice Wukong's command.
I mean, it's Monkey King, dude. He's a fair and balanced hero.
Yep, this Roche is gonna die so fast. We haven't talked a whole lot about BZZ, but he is actually scaling into the game very, very nicely. He's gonna have an Aegis on top of that as well. The Wraith King died so fast when he was amped. He got like 5-shot by the Lone Druid there. And you know, Lone Druid's a sniper, so he's like not in danger at all. So yeah, I don't know. This game just comes down to who gets the initiation, right? Like, they're able to catch out the Wraith King. They burned his first life. They got a nice global into Wukong's command on, like, 3 different heroes. Warlock got destroyed instantly. Magnus got a nice RP off and everything, but it just didn't matter.
Mjolnir onto the Slardar. Maybe thinking about going for the jump there. Pasha still a difficult target to lock down. He's very close to an Ags here, so Night Stalker going to be really bringing a lot more to these fights, keeping the vision way under control.
It's just so weird to see, like, these monkeys come out, your screen lags for 2 seconds, and you know you've lost the fight. It's time to run.
That's pretty much my experience with Monkey King.
That's what it feels like, at least.
A soldier's fortune.
But anyways, VP are starting to itemize against the Global Silence. Magnus almost has his BKB. Wraith King will probably never buy BKB. Blade Mail is nice against the Amp. You know, he doesn't really want to... Lone Druid doesn't want to kill himself too badly on the Blade Mail. He might not care anymore now that he has the Aegis. But, I don't know, because I feel like if VP have their ultimates and they just start the fight, you know, Wraith King has a Blink Dagger in his Quick Buy, 1,000 gold away. Once he gets that, he can Blink Stun some guy. They're going to die, and then they'll have to group up to try to save him into the rock and everything. And it should be an easy fight, but every time the global comes out with the Wukong's command, and Lone Druid's always in the back lines just clicking away, I don't know. Anyone can win these fights.
Yeah, definitely a toss-up here. We've seen fights go both ways now, but I mean, next round items are coming out. Things could get shaken up. Of course, we didn't really see the impact of Ramses' Radiance as he was picked off very quickly in that last engage, so maybe it'll make things a little more difficult. And Lena's Bloodstone still down to 9 charges after that suicide. Iceberg has to be really careful here. Takes an urn. She's scooting out as fast as she can. But it's so terrifying. She's just going to be Light Strike arraying to try to buy herself time, but she's already silenced up, and I don't know what the chances are that she gets out of here alive as, well, there is going to be the lift onto the Monkey King. They read him like a book, and now they're going to be going in. They commit the RP onto the Lena, and now Monkey King being focused down in the back lines. He's got the Jingu Mastery up on the Rubik, but he still will lose his life. Lena, she's up as a top tower. We've got an initiation onto the Wraith King. He's got his ult. He's going to be popping into the Blade Mail. Lena just wastes no time getting back in here. He popped down his ultimate. Wraith King coming back at full health. Iceberg looking to get real aggressive. The Global Silence comes in so he can't stun, but he can right-click. Lena goes down. This time a whole 4-second respawn for her. I don't know how she's going to ride that one out.
She's back.
Yay. Yeah, Monkey King. He went down in that fight as well, but this is just, I mean, carnage. There's periods of farming and then just everyone dies. Now it looks like Lone Druid's going to get a chance to nip onto this tier 2 tower here, and it should be taken down very quickly.
Yep, this is what where Team Spirit's lineup excels, right? They don't really rely on these big ultimate cooldowns. They do have the global to kind of counteract the other big ultimates on VP. But once Rock and RP are down, these guys can just go. They can battle. They're not really afraid of anything.
Yeah, Global Silence still on cooldown for a minute and a half, but they can definitely feel more confident invading the Radiant side of the map. Nightstalker Ags completed. He's got a gem as well. A second gem queued up, so I don't think he believes in himself that he's going to keep this one, but we'll see. Rubik.
I think he's just doing it to keep eyes on the timer.
Yeah. Rubik just going to be bouncing around, dude. He is somersaulting, and they're going to be baiting him out. Savage Roar comes forward. Lone Druid down to half health from just a couple of hits. And the Dire should get a chance to escape here. Again, Nightstalker still holding on to that darkness, but we'll see if they actually want to take this. Shrine going to be activated there as Monkey King just ready to jump in. 3 heroes caught in the Wukong's command. The Boundless Strike comes forward as they're just isolating Monkey King in his own ult, and they will be successful in doing so. No one getting low, but on the back lines, BZZ's on a mega kill streak. Iceberg takes a stun though and will be crit down once by Ramses, but there we go. They are going to be popping Ramses' ult. He's back up in just a couple of seconds there. Pasha can keep on top of him. The stun does connect, but he's rooted in place. Ramsey's fighting for his life. Meanwhile, no one low health, but still initiating here. Goes in, gets the RP onto everyone. BZZ just on the back line trying to nip away. It's now just a 1v1 here. BZZ will win it. And there's a TP in from the Lina to the Bear. That was absolutely ridiculous.
Guess who's back? Lina's back.
The boots of travel right into the Bear. I mean, she's got 3 Bloodstone charges, so the respawn timers are going to get a little less ridiculous, but that was still an absolutely amazing fight for however many people died there. They still kept it going.
They just can't get on top of BZZ. He's just clicking away in these fights freely the entire time. The RP was excellent, but it didn't catch the Lone Druid. He just killed everyone there.
Yep. He does lose his Aegis now, so going to be a little bit more difficult for him to feel confident here in the siege, but with 3 heroes still in the base, all Warlock can do is just upheaval, but they're not trying to move anywhere anyway. They're going to get this tier 3. They stayed for Rax. Looks like BZZ. He's walking through.
It's pretty scary to walk through that red zone there.
Yeah. We got a TP in. Pasha went to the Shrine trying to go for the wraparound here, but Lone Druid just going to be TPing out and taking the Bear with him, so looks like VP able to find absolutely nothing against that high ground push. So Spirit, they've evened this out. The net worth is now in their favor for the first time this game.
Wow, what a swing. It was almost like 8k at one point. It's crazy to think they can actually take these fights into like the Golem and the RP. That was an excellent way to start the fight from FNG. He saw them coming, dropped the Wukong's command, managed to get it off before getting disabled into the Boundless Strike, and there were like 3 heroes trying to just kill him through it, and they all took so much damage doing it.
Yeah, and we do have Gem being held by the Lina. It was Lil's Gem on the Radiant side, so talked about Nightstalker not believing in himself, and that's what happens.
Yeah, that's why he had it queued up right there.
He knew it was going to happen. He had that foresight to just, get ready to buy another one, and DK Phobos now, he's invised up with an invis rune, does scout out the Magnus here. They want to rotate the crew in, and it looks like they do, although there is going to be the Stolen Crush coming forward. The BKB showed off by the Magnus. Global Silence comes in as everyone's just trying to book it, but again, they've got the True Sight onto the Lina and 1 Laguna Blade to the back of the skull to take him out.
76 seconds with no Magnus. This is gigantic.
Yeah, Lina now with 4 Bloodstone charges, so she's climbing the ladder. She'll get there. Misses that instant respawn, I bet. There we go. This tower just being obliterated. We talked about Lina just being a machine gun on structures, and you can really see it here. I mean, this is no Desolator, no nothing, just raw right-click power.
Man, you've got 2 snipers on this team, Lone Druid and Lina.
Yeah, you can see them just try to melt this Rax. Ramses goes in. They're ready to fight this one out. There is going to be the ult coming forward for the Monkey King, but it's going to be stopped by the Warlock Golems. There we go. They finally get off that Wukong's command. FNG, he's going to be pushed outside the circle and killed off, though. Vanscore now next on the list. They sure would like to make a go at him, but Ramses slowed down from the Scotty on the Bear, and it looks like they will isolate him. His first life going to be taken out. DK Phobos still fighting, but his Blink on cooldown. He's going to force himself up to the high ground. Reinitiation from Ramses onto DK Phobos. A crush is the last thing our Slaughter will do, but it's enough to make space to kill off the Wraith King. He's dead for 80 seconds with no buyback.
Lena's back.
I'm real glad about that. She's gonna go ahead and TP in, and
That was with like no bloodstone charges too. Doesn't matter.
she's got 2 bloodstone charges now. This is how long was her respawn altogether? Like 12 seconds?
I wasn't even looking. I just assume it's instant every time. I don't bother looking anymore.
Apparently it was about 25 according to Mott. But
Okay.
either
Still
way,
pretty
that
low.
is still criminally low for 33 minutes into the game as a mid player.
Yeah, Lone Druid's got his respawn talent too. This Lone Druid is getting ridiculously hard to deal with. He kills Wraith King so quickly in all these fights, even with Wraith King's BKB and his reincarnation, it just doesn't matter. He gets amped and he dies in like 5 hits.
Definitely a tense game. Our draft panel talked about this being the game that Spirit can win. And it's starting to look that way. Looking at the net worth, it's crawling towards 7,500 in their favor. XP going their way as well. Looking at levels, you've got Lone Druid at 24, almost ticking over to 25 now. What does he go for his 25 talent?
He'll probably go for the, actually I don't know. This is the one I'm kind of unsure about. Savage Roar cooldown's nice, but Entangled duration is also ridiculously good because it goes through BKB.
Yeah, we've
It'll
seen
probably be the root actually.
Yeah, we've seen it do some mad work onto Ramses here. The Wraith King just gets overconfident fighting the bear and pays the price, but well, they're confident enough to go ahead and try to take this second Roche, and should be a pretty easy snipe as Spirit. They don't have a shrine to TP to, but they're on the move.
I don't know if they can get there fast enough. Wraith King is critting for 2,000 on Roshan.
Oh, they're getting so close. Iceberg, can he actually get there fast enough? It looks like no one will be able to take up this Aegis. Warlock doing a good job with the upheaval, trying to keep everyone back. Look at the Alpha Wolf try to run. It's going so fast. And yeah, that's that. Virtus.Pro taking back a little bit of net worth lead, but Team Spirit, they've clearly got some fight left in them. And you mentioned BZZ getting pretty slotted here. What does he go for next?
I don't know. He'll probably either go for a Butterfly or a Satanic. I'm not sure which one is better, actually. He might go back and finish the Hurricane Pike as well to keep him nice and far away from Wraith King. That's
Yeah.
probably more likely.
Distance being a huge factor here with the Wraith King, the Magnus, and the Night Stalker. You gotta be keeping yourself at a safe distance. So here we go. Dire team just really getting ready to scout out and push high ground once again. They've got a good ward here on this cliff, but you've got to be careful.
It's interesting to see all these heroes respawn so quickly against these long cooldown ultimates. They definitely lose some value, you know? They can like... VP can like win a team fight into their base, and then Spirit can like be alive before they're able to even like get back to the base. And then they'll have to fight without the rock.
Oh, here we go. They're getting ready to move in down bottom, but there is going to be a wraparound
Double
through the
damage on
jungle.
BZZ.
Pasha's going to be able to find DK Phobos. Ramsey's going to be BKB'd up. They're focusing down the Slardar immediately. He's going to force himself up to high ground. He's still alive, but will fall. Wraith King respawning. There is going to be the Wukong's command. He's lifted up. Can they toss him outside the circle? They're not able to do so. Magnus going to town. Pasha finds himself a double kill meanwhile, and this is going to be Magnus versus the world as Lena's now isolated. There's a stolen Wukong's command. We got a Venn diagram of bullshit going on in the bottom lane as Rubik will be killed off eventually. So in the end, it's going to be a 3-for-2 exchange. Lena alive through the whole thing, so we don't get to see her respawn talent.
However, we do get to see Lone Druid's excellent respawn timer coming in. 20 seconds until he respawns.
Oh, my
On
Pasha's
FNG
not
bottom
done. They're
lane.
going in on Monkey King here. No one's still in the area. And it looks like they are able to find him. Now Vanscore wants to finish him off. Is he going to pop? He loses his Aegis. Can they finish him off again? They've got the Light Strike Array ready. 7 seconds to Laguna Blade. And they go in. They do isolate him down. But now Pasha going in onto Arlena. No one going to be falling here just yet. A little bit of a stalemate as there's not a whole lot of damage.
BZZ has a MKB in his quick buy, but I'm not sure he'll actually go for it. I think if he goes for lifesteal, then he can ignore the Blade Mail, and if he has the Hurricane Pike, it'll help keep him safer in these fights. He got RP'd in that last fight, which is why they... I mean, they didn't even lose the fight, which is crazy, right? Lone Druid died to Magnus in that fight, and still, FNG, Big Wukong's command, killing everyone.
I'd like to give a shout out to Lena, who's worked her way up to 5 Bloodstone charges. So if we can do some quick math there, that is a quick respawn.
I hope she gets farmed enough to the point where she just buys a new one.
It's possible. It's been fluctuating from 2 to 4 for the last couple of minutes. And, well, Dire, they're ready for the next round of items here. We got Slardar thinking about his Lotus Orb.
Yep, very nice item. Removes the Night Stalker silence as long as Fatal Bonds. Or as well as Fatal Bonds, I should say.
Monkey King with the full Abyssal, so his Wukong's command is ready to go. Get those bashing monkeys and the Echo Saber monkeys. That's okay. And BKB for him as well, so realizing that he's not living as long in these fights as he needs to be. He's not keeping his Wukong's command activated as much as it needs to be, so good choice for him. Definitely transitioning into a big boy core role. And Team Spirit ready to go and continue to siege these racks they've been working on for a while.
I think the real important items are the ones coming out on the supports for Team Spirit. You've got Abyssal Blade on Monkey King, as well as the Echo Saber, and Vanscore has Solar Crest and the Dominator. He's had this Wolf Creep alive for so long in this game. Solar Crest gives you the 25% evasion, as well as 12 armor. Really hard for Wraith King to lock down targets now.
Very tense moment here. Wraith King blinking forward. He's real far away from the rest of his team. He's easy to jump. They go for the Corrosive Haze on him now. Oh, there's going to be the ult from the Warlock. The Global Silence to follow up. Immediate pick on the Lina. 36 seconds. She's down, but they are able to go through. Take a Magnus out through his BKB, and they're just kicking ass and taking names right now. Warlock going to be the next one to go down. BZZ snaps up a double kill. Very few buybacks left on the Radiant Virtus.Pro. They've got to run for the hills here. As Team Spirit, they're ready to just get in there and finally pick apart the first lane of racks this game.
This looks like more than one lane of racks, unless there's some serious buybacks.
Yeah, they're difficult to come by here. The Bear doing a lot of zoning, but yeah, that's going to be range taken out, melee to follow. And Slardar is still zoning, still wants to be the one to jump in and see if anyone's going to get aggressive here. Looks like he's going to be going and gets the amp damage on Ramses, dodges out the stun. The second mid lane tier 3.
This looks like Megas to me.
Megas, really?
Yep.
Warlock's back in 10 seconds. He's got a fair amount of zone, but oh my gosh, even through Blade Mail, look at the damage they're doing to Ramses right there. This potentially
is... can't stand and fight.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 lanes of racks taken. They're going for Megas, like you mentioned. This is getting risky. Magnus up in 20 seconds, and Rubik, he's back in it. Pasha wants to make it happen. There is a Savage War to keep everyone back as Ramses starts going to work onto Iceberg, but Iceberg does not care a single bit about that Blade Mail, and there is going to be the Wukong's command popped out into the middle of the circle. They're not able to lift him out, and now there's the Ghost Scepter to try to defend against the Monkey King, but it's just going to be Rubik left up. Buyback from the Wraith King. TP in from the Magnus as he respawns, and oh, there they go. Magnus... he's done. It's GG, well played, called out as Team Spirit take game number 2, evening out the series 1-1. Game number 3, definitely a lot on the line for these two teams.
Predicting Wukong ban for the rest of the series.
I sure hope so, Brax. That was a well-fought game. I mean, I think a lot of it was BZZ just getting a ton of space in the early to mid-game, and then all of a sudden you've got an untouchable core. And, of course, FNG got the chance to transform into the big Monkey King as well. But, whew, I guess we can kick it back to our panel for some more analysis on that.
All right. Thank you very much, Annie and Brax. Another game in the books here, Mott, although we are leveled out, 1 apiece, which means the series will be 4 games minimum.
Yeah.
Value.
Huge.
You should have listened to us, you betters.
You should have
The
listened
value.
if you didn't put
At
that
least
one game.
one.
We got it. We were right. But enough about that. That game was again, Trent. It's like every time FNG gets this Monkey King, he turns into the carry. Did you see his farm at the end of the game? He had
It was
like
gross.
Echo Saber, Abyssal Blade. He fought that Wraith King